If you want to change your life, if you want to create something special in your life, if you want to transform your life and yourself, the first and the most important question is, what do you want? And for me that question is really significant, because if you don't know what you want, you can't get it. And if you want to try to change something, even the smallest thing in your life, first of all you need to ask this question to yourself. What is that you want? Can you answer this question right now? Are you able to answer that question just right now? If you will ask this question to yourself, what would be the answer? If you don't know the answer, if you're not clear, if you struggle with that, you need to work on what you really want. You need to spend time and focus on yourself. You need to remind yourself what you wanted in the past, and then try to transform it, to fit it to your life today. So when you will sit with this question, just try to think, try to reflect on that question. Try to find what you really want. And I know that sometimes it's hard, because sometimes we live in such a huge mess that it's so hard even to imagine the next day, even to imagine how could I solve my issues. But this is the sign that if you can't answer that question, that something is really wrong. Something is really wrong with you and with your life. That's why you should to sit and spend this time with yourself and start to think, what is that I really want? And on the beginning, you will answer what you don't want, because usually we are answering to ourselves what we don't want. It's so hard for us to say what we really want, because usually we have this conviction that we need to sacrifice ourselves, that we can't have what we really want, that it's not good, it's not normal. Maybe people will say something about that. But the fact is that as long as you don't know in clear way what you want, you can't get it. So start from small step. Start to ask that question to yourself every day, as many times as you need. And every time when you will ask this question, you will find some answers, and you will start to find the answers. And when you will start to find these answers, every time when you will repeat it to yourself, you will find more and more about you, because it's about you. It's knowing yourself. If you don't know yourself, you can't know what you really want. So it's really in a deep connection. As long as you don't know who you are, you won't know what you really want. And then you sacrifice yourself. You just resign from your plans. You even don't have any plans, because you feel like it's not normal, like it's too much, like you shouldn't have your own vision. You try to fit to vision to other people's lives, to their imagination, to their picture that they are creating. And this is the biggest sacrifice that you can give, when you are sacrificing your own life sense. So what you need to do is to come back to yourself. Just go back to yourself. Just focus on yourself. Just try to sit with your own thoughts, even if you have this feeling on the beginning that you really don't know what to even think, what to think about, because your thoughts are concerned around other people and their needs and their life, and it's mostly this way. So to break it, you need to do something in a different way, because there is no other way to change something, like to break the old patterns. And this is the old pattern that you were focusing on someone else, and now you should start from focusing on yourself. and try to answer this question to yourself. What is that I really want? And it doesn't matter what it is, the huge or the small. It's important for you to know what you want, because then you can start to create it. You can start to give it life. You